It's been a really long and tiring day and I do not feel like cooking. So what are we making tonight? Basically vegan, I would say hamburger helper, but there's no hamburger because vegan, right? Let's just get into it. Do-do-do, do-do-do, vegan prepper. Do-do-do, do-do-do, vegan prepper. So this video is going to have about as much effort put into it as this meal, because I'm not just filming this like as a, what do I do when I'm tired? I'm filming it when I'm genuinely tired after a really long day. So this is going to be kind of just like, seriously, just like quick and dirty. Actually, like my stove needs wiping, like so many things need to happen in this kitchen right now, but you know, we just got to get some food into the mouths of these people. So this is what we're focusing on. And now there's a 3-year-old pulling on me, and that is just sort of the way that it goes. Okay, so we're using 8 ounces of bean pasta. If you're using a different kind of pasta, just measure out 8 ounces of it, because you likely have 16 ounces instead, but the bean pastas come in these 8-ounce packages, and that's what I use. So because it's bean pasta, this is high in protein and lots of really good nutrients, and so this is what I'm using for this recipe tonight. A bag of frozen vegetables, just a 1 pound bag of frozen vegetables. This is pretty much our favorite veggie blend for most things. And it just doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's something that's going to cook in the time that it's going to take your pasta to cook. And then just a seasoning packet of some kind. This is one that I pick up. It is vegan. It says right there on there. So if you can find some Simply Organic seasoning packets, a lot of them are vegan, some of them are not. But just like a seasoning packet, and this is the one that I use. And then this is going to create kind of like a helper type recipe. And then we've got 3.5 cups of water. So let's go ahead and dump this all into a pan and look at the procedure. All right, here's everything dumped into the pan. And one of the most important things is to run around and make sure all of the pasta is either under the water or very thoroughly touching the water to make sure that it all gets cooked. And so basically the cooking directions for this pasta were to boil for 8 to 10 minutes. And so what we're gonna do is let all of this come to a boil, put the lid on, lower the heat, and simmer it for about 8 minutes, because the pasta is gonna be heating through and kind of pre-cooking even before it comes to a boil. So usually kind of the lower end of the spectrum is enough. So basically I have kind of mixed everything, and then now like I've pushed the pasta down, and so we're just going to wait for the boil, and then we'll cover it and we'll be good to go. Okay, so it is boiling. I'm going to reduce heat down to medium low, and we're going to go ahead and just cover it. No stirring, because all the pasta is positioned correctly. And now I'll set my timer for 8 minutes. And boom.
Hey, Mom,
there we go.
Okay,
there's got to be a little extra produce with every single meal. So tonight it's going to be my super mega ultra fancy and elite awesome fruit salad. Let's see the secrets. I'll show you. All right, and here's my illustrious fruit salad that I will also serve with this meal. It's just got 2 ingredients. It's 2 cans of canned pineapple with a couple handfuls of frozen wild blueberries mixed all up. And I think it's actually really pretty, the purple and yellow combo. I know some people won't agree, but I don't know. I like it. And the fun thing about it is, because the frozen or the wild blueberries were frozen, as you mix it up, as they sit, they actually start chilling the pineapple. So this will be chilled by the time I serve it. But I'm also going to go ahead and throw it into the fridge while I am waiting for the food to finish cooking. Okay, so it has reached its time. I've removed it from heat now, and if you happen to notice any little spots like that little piece of pasta right there that are a bit dry, tuck them down underneath the liquid. Oh, I'm looking and like, there's not much liquid here. Oh yeah, there it is, kind of in the bottom. It's a little thinner. Oh, there we go. So anyway, tuck it down beneath the liquid line. And so now what we're going to do is let this sit for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. I'll check it after like 5 minutes and come back and see if it's nicely thickened. It never takes any longer than about 10 minutes. You just leave it sitting off heat, and then it'll thicken, and it'll just be a beautiful sauce, and you can go ahead and get it served. And that's basically all there is to this meal. Okay, so this meal is definitely a lot to stretch out for 5 people, but it ends up being a pretty decent amount of food if you include like a couple slices of bread, or whatever extra cooked, anything like leftovers you have on hand. But like the fruit salad in a little bowl on the plate helps the plate feel more full. So that the smaller portions make sure everybody gets at least a little bit to eat. But like I said, there's plenty to eat. This is just super fast. And obviously, if you had fewer people in your house, this would be a lot more food. And that's another reason I wanted to share it, because, you know, most of my recipes are like cooking for an army. This is one that is not like that. This is also one that I've taught my boys. And we always have everything on hand that they need to make it, so that if they're ever home alone and they need something like healthy and quick and nourishing to eat, they can do this. Anyway, this is Elliot's plate and this is my plate, and you can tell because it has all the hot sauce. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and tuck into this, and hopefully that was helpful and, you know, you got anything out of it whatsoever. And the other reason that I was doing this tonight is because I have begun intermittent fasting, and my fasting window starts at 7 o'clock in the evening. And so it was basically 6, and I hadn't done anything for dinner yet. And it's actually 6:40 right now. So I need to go ahead and tuck into this and get to eating. But it is just, even for whatever reason, it's amazing to have something like this in your arsenal. This is definitely not what I would even consider a budget meal. I think altogether, including like the pineapple and everything, this meal is about $10, I think, to cook, which to me is not a budget meal. That's kind of like an expensive home cooked meal in my estimate, but of course it's still a lot cheaper than taking everybody out to eat on a night that I don't feel like cooking. So sometimes you just do, you know, need some of those kind of pre-made convenience foods. Our lives no longer center, even if you're a stay-at-home mom like me, our lives no longer center around being home all day, cooking, preparing food, and doing all that. Sometimes we just need something fast. So hopefully that was helpful. It is definitely super yummy. I do really love this meal. And then depending on the flavoring packet you use, you can do different flavors. And it's super versatile and easy. Like I said, my boys make it sometimes for themselves. Like if I'm not home or whatever, they can throw this together for themselves. It's super easy. And yeah, for real, I'm so done. Like I need to go sit and eat before my window closes. But anyway, as always, or yeah, hopefully it was helpful. Thank you for watching. And as always, I hope the rest of your day is good and your life stays wonderful. See you guys later. Bye. The talking elsewhere. Oh, oopsie. I was recording again.